people, my guys, my friends, my compatriots. I got a lot of different names. Well, my guys, my gals, my gals. Let's do away with gender bias. Different things to go over, several of which I've forgotten, mostly because I thought I had recorded in my current state of living because of glitch. I thought I had pressed record because my current setup, I have my hotkey set to record as home, just like the regular keyboard home up on the function keys. It's actually, or no, I thought it was the numpad home under 7. It's actually the function key home, but that sucks. During which recording I was drinking a feisty cherry coke. I was eating peanut M&Ms. I've got another feisty cherry coke. Also, I should specify it's a spicy, not spicy, feisty cherry diet coke. It is a right slap in the face, especially if you're used to like full sugar soda. It's been a while since I've actually recorded, so I'm happy to be doing it again. I'm not giving this as grand a welcome as I would like to, because it is Hiveswap friendsim, and I played Hiveswap a while ago, back on my shitty mic, the built-in mic on my laptop. I've also altered the levels, and the sound might be a little bit different, as I'm no longer in my old room. I'm now in the basement, so it might be a little bit more echoey. I've also turned all of the volume on my computer completely down, so that it does not echo back and you guys can hear it. And I'd love to actually be able to hear what you guys are hearing. My problem with that is, if I can actually hear it, then my mic can hear it. And if my mic can hear it, it's going to bounce back and you're going to be hearing it twice, and it sucks ass. Between this, I've got a bunch of other games. We're going to start now. The thing with the friendsim is it is a... It plays on the trope of dating sims. It's just very much text-based. My apologies if you could hear that burp. I was relieving gases created by the turkey, bread, and mayonnaise. Oh, wait, mayonnaise is like eggs, isn't it? Well, bread's wheat. I had a turkey mayonnaise sandwich. Relieving the gases made by that. Am I kicking my cat? I might be kicking my cat. I'm gonna take off my shoes so I'm not kicking my cat. Or at least if I am kicking my cat, I know about it. Also, you most likely heard a beep just now. I unplugged my computer. That's another problem of wearing boots, especially while recording. So, without further ado and talking your ear off with mindless drivel, let us start the friendsim. In fact, this is what I was trying to record when I completely fucked over recording. And we did Arania, which is... Arania just sucks. I hate Arania. So, in light of me already having played through that twice now, because I've already played through a lot of these, and there's another reason. Also, just because I hate her. We're going to go with the other guy, who is Rustblood. In troll culture, Rustbloods are either the lowest or the second lowest tier. If I know my tiers correctly, then it goes Rust, or Burgundy, Bronze, and Gold. The metallics, if I remember right. Wouldn't Cobalt count as a metallic? Whatever, I'm just, not introspection, like criticism? Not criticism. I don't know what the word is, but whatever. You've just crash landed on a planet called Alternia and staggered from the smoldering wreckage of your ship. Also, how does my character know it's called Alternia? Just a quick reminder. Oh, I forgot to mention my snacks and drinks. Today I have grabbed another feisty cherry Coke just to really give you an authentic feeling of how it is. I'm snacking on some lovely candy flesh known as Grape Laffy Taffy. The jokes on it are, why couldn't the clam finish dinner? It was stuffed. What does a ghost call their partner? My boo. It was also partially frozen when I picked it up from where I've been keeping it for... I've been keeping it there for longer than I'd like to admit. It is also, like, midway into November, so... I'm also just gonna stick it under my butt and see if I can unfreeze it. If you think that's gross, you can just suck up. Ugh. Oh my god, it's terrible. And then it burns at the back of your throat. It sucks ass. You are now completely alone in a strange world, desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly a bit of medical attention. But most of all, you are desperate for friendship. Won't someone on this godforsaken rock be your buddy? Any weirdo will do. You're not that picky. Hang on, what's this now? Is someone approaching? We've got Ardata Carmia, which I've done both of them off camera. This one I thought I was on camera, but completely hit the wrong button. So we're gonna go with Dieman xicali. Xicali. I'm gonna guess that's xicali. You know what? Fuck it. Troll culture's weird. I might not even be pronouncing either of these correctly. That might be like the equivalent of Dave, Frank, or something like that. Yes, someone is approaching. A strange gray-skinned alien with a cozy-looking vest. Perhaps they will make for a good friend. What's up? Ugh. Hang on, sorry, I didn't get a good look at you before I started talking. I guess you're really weird looking. Kind of uncomfortable about it. Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveler who is hungry and probably in some need of medical treatment. You're also really lonely and wouldn't mind a new friend right about now. Hungry, huh? I see what your game is. You aren't sure what he's talking about. Then your eyes drift towards the obvious target. That exquisite hot dog he's holding. Looks like it's really, really good. Your mouth starts watering. Noticeably. Oh no, I knew it. You're just like all the rest. Your agenda is to have me relinquish my delicacy. Also, I remember the lead up to the, or not lead up, but the backlash? Reaction to this character was said hot dog was a cannibalistic product. My alternative theory is that all food on Alternia is actually them. They're just entirely embracing cannibalism to varying degrees. God, that is just terrible. Give it 1, 2, 3, and there it is. In case you were not aware, feisty Diet Coke has chili in it, and it doesn't kick in immediately. It froths at the back of your throat as soon as you get it down. To wash it down, if I really need to, I've got about a third of a bottle of green apple Fanta, which has a similar effect of just burning my mouth entirely. Your agenda is to have me relinquish my delicacy. Well, forget it. I've been tricked out of 2 other oblong meat products this week already. I know you probably think I'm an easy mark due to my blood color, but I still have some dignity at least. You don't know anything about this blood color or why that would matter in this conversation about his hot dog. You're hungry, sure, but you didn't mean to cast any threatening gaze at his meal. All you really want to do is make a new buddy so you don't feel quite so alone in this strange new world. I see. You just want a friend and not my sweet meat? You don't want my sweet meat. Sorry, I got a little paranoid when I walk around with such delicacies in public. You can't be too careful. Folks tend to get that greedy look in their eyes around my warm sausage. These are odd ways to express the things he's saying, you think, but it would be rude to point that out. Probably best to change the subject. Get this blossoming friendship moving in the right direction. Absolutely terrible. So it's a good thing I've waited as long as I have, because I've completely forgotten what option is the right option. Because I know that this game likes to subvert what you're supposed to do. Like, well, what you think would be a reasonable thing to do will just completely shut you out. I'm going to ask if he lives nearby, because I do know the basics of his storyline. Yeah, or I used to, I mean. My place was bombed by drones a while ago. Now I don't have a hive, but I'm making it work out here. Foraging for tasty things when I can. I've gotten pretty good at it. Talking people into giving me meat products, I mean. You quickly feel a sense of pity for your new friend. You thought you had it rough, crash landing here, hungry and friendless. To come to think of it, it feels like your arm is broken. Your ribs too, maybe. But enough self-pity. This is about making a new great friend. You ask your friend if there's anything you can do to improve his life. Oh wait, are we friends now? Like, is that official? Man, I don't know. Why don't we slow it down a bit? See how things go. Not saying it's out of the question. I just think it should take some time to see if you're actually friendship material. Someone I trust, you know. Not just another looky-loo gunning for my delicacy. Oh, damn! You got out over your skis again. Of course, he's right. This is totally reasonable. You feel sure you can do what it takes to win him over. Make a mental note to avoid looking at or mentioning his hot dog, since it seems to be such a sensitive subject. You do everything in your power to avert your gaze from the hot dog. You are aggressively not looking at it. In fact, don't think about hot dog thoughts. You don't think hot dog thoughts. It's working. You aren't thinking about hot dogs at all. It's like he isn't even holding one, and no one ever even brought up the fact that hot dogs exist. He seems to notice, on some primal level, your current non-hot dog mindset. He smiles. Oh, God. I'm pretty sure I full force burped into the mic there, and I'm so sorry. You pay closer attention to the boy's face. It's a nice smile he has, actually. Very kind. Disarming. A few freckles here and there. A mop of messy hair draping over his eyes. What a nice friend this would be to have, you think. He's kind of adorable, really, if you disregard the prickly attitude about his hot dog. Okay, wait a minute. You don't want to start thinking thoughts that are too friendly. You should dial this down a little. Stick to the basics. You just want a cool new friend, nothing more. You should try to spark up some non-meat related conversations soon, before things get awkward. You wonder about his house. It got bombed? Yeah, you know, routine drone pass through my hood. A little bombing, a little culling. That's how it goes around here. Absolutely appalling, that fucking soda that I'm drinking. I was a lucky one. My Lussus, not so much. He's a goner. You don't know what a Lussus is, but you can deduce it was someone important to him who probably died in the bombing. Rather than overwhelm him with annoying questions about his culture, you decide to write plays to show some sympathy. Thanks. I miss him. Sometimes I think I enjoy savory bun delights as a way of covering up the pain. They're so good, though, it's hard to stop. Also, I flavored the juicy meats before he died anyway. It's something we did together. How we start talking about my hot dog once more? Let's drop it, please, dude. Don't bring it up again. You didn't bring it up, but you don't want to correct him. The boy is clearly grieving. You see 2 faint red tears roll down his cheeks. From behind the messy bangs, your heart can't take it. You have to console this homeless boy somehow, then he'll definitely be your friend. But what do you do? Again, I've completely forgotten. So, it's against my nature to actually save, despite the fact that I have plenty of saves, as you can see. But, I'll just, I think the hug is the way to go. Give him a reassuring hug. You open your arms and approach him with a posture of great compassion. You furrow your brow upwardly a bit, as if to say, I know how hard it is. You advance, but he leans backward a little, as if caught off guard by your sympathy. Maybe you're coming on too strong, but you know there's no turning back now. You don't just throw the brakes on an imminent, heartfelt hug like this. You embrace him awkwardly. It goes well for a moment, until you realize your arm is broken and it seizes up reflexively in pain. Oh. I think I also burped full force into the mic again, and the deepest apologies, my friends. I'll just soothe you with my... I'm gonna stop that line of thinking right there, because we want to stay modest on this channel. Somewhat modest, you know? Just keep it at home. Keep it real. It jostles the hot dog in his hand, and he bobbles it. You both gasp. You try to detach it from the hug so you can catch the dog, but it's already on its way to the ground. In your attempt to save it, you stagger backwards and slip. The hot dog gets smushed under your big dumb ass. The moment it makes contact with the ground, Dieman lets out a shriek. No! Oh, dude, my dog! You scramble to get up in time, hoping you're not as owned as it looks, but your feet keep slipping, and your butt keeps grinding the hot dog into the mud. When the carnage finally subsides, you roll over and check it out. It's completely unsalvageable, just a gross, meaty mud mash, like the hot dog never even existed. Dieman howls in agony and slumps backward against a tree. Oh no, you fucked this up so bad. That's it, man. I've lost everything. Not sure what the point is of even living anymore. You're absolutely mortified by your clumsiness and foolishness. You have a feeling you'll be thinking about this moment for years to come. During those insecure moments when your mind seems to be looking for any excuse to make yourself cringe with self-doubt and shame. Still, you can't help but feel this guy is being a little unreasonable. It's just one hot dog. There are probably plenty of more of those to come by for those who know where to look in this strange world. He himself said he makes a habit of enjoying these, so they can't be all that uncommon. Maybe he just has an unusual psychological disorder surrounding a fixation on this particular food item. Yes, that could be it. Poor guy. I thought I had another burp coming up, but it was like simmerings of the feisty cherry coke. This just means he needs your support as a friend. All the more. You won't give up on friends. Or, for that matter, people who are trying desperately to become friends with. That just isn't who you are as a person. You have an idea. You run it by him with a sense of optimism and salesmanship. The past is behind you. There's no need to wallow in self-incrimination and guilt over the hot dog incident. Diamond pricks up a little. You want to help me get another hot dog? Absolutely. It could be a fun adventure, you say. Something to bond over, to bring two new buddies closer together. Okay, you don't say that out loud, but you really hope it's true. I don't know. Could be a long shot. Sometimes it can be days before I'm united with another plump treat, glistening with precipitation. Steaming, relaxing comfortably, a soft melt in your mouth loaf. Damn. Now I really want a hot dog. Guess I don't have much of a choice but to take you up on your offer, do I? What do you have in mind? It's a good question. You haven't made a plan yet, and frankly, Frank, don't even know where to begin. But he's interested in spending more time with you, which is the most important thing. You'll figure something out. I'm going to take a moment to take the Laffy Taffy out from under my rear. I feel like it's well and truly unfroze now. Oh yeah. That sweet candy flesh is nice and moist. Guess I can relate with this guy on some level. A passion for food. Just gotta pull off a bit here. And the mouth goes. It's juicy. The grape just hit me. Like that artificial grape taste, you know? Not like an actual grape taste. It's one of the long bars of Laffy Taffy, so it's not just like a one bite bit, you know? It's the long bars. I wonder if in other countries they have Laffy Taffy. I imagine they do. Because, like, I see Kit Kats all over the place. Wonder what chain it's owned under. Nestle. Or is it Nestle? I've always thought it was Nestle, but I never got to, like, say it out loud, so. Anyways, back to the game. You decide a display of confidence is called for here. A real show of leadership to improve morale. You smile, hold your head up high, tell them to follow you. You know exactly what to do. Well, not really, but you give an indication of that at all. Well, not really, but you give no indication of that at all. He's definitely intrigued. You've got him hooked now. You think he's probably wondering if he hit pay dirt, finding a new friend with the hot dog hookup. Of course, you don't have the slightest idea where to find a hot dog, but you got to admit you're enjoying the feeling of being important and valued by potential friends. You don't want to do anything underhanded, yet you can't help but feel you should probably milk this social gambit for all it's worth. This way, you say as you begin marching confidently in a random direction. He obediently follows and begins rubbing his tummy. You begin to feel nervous almost immediately. You have absolutely no idea how this is going to play out, or if it stands any chance of resulting in a hot dog at the end of the journey. Oh well, you'll figure something out along the way. Lead him through streets and winding through the yards of strange-looking houses, and he follows. He takes care to make sure you both are not seen, which could get you both into trouble. Apparently, the improvised circuitous route appears to provoke his suspicion. Dude, are you sure you know where a dog is? It seems like maybe you're lost. Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely sure you know where to find when you say you just throwing anyone off the trail who might have been following you. He nods solemnly, as if that makes perfect sense. Whew. But you can't keep him guessing like this forever. You've got to do something. Take some bold action to keep his interest in this Wiener Quest. Wiener Quest! That's a true dating sim name right there. Wiener Quest. You say this way, down here. This is a shortcut to the hot dog supply you're privy to. That's the mother lode. In the sewer? Yeah, totally. It's just a short trek through the sewer. Shouldn't be more than another hour, or 7, of sewer trudging, that is, if he still has the will to do what it takes to get his hands on more juicy dogs. Oh, hell yeah. You know it. After you, man. An hour later, you're so deep in the sewer, you've lost all bearings and sense of direction. You could be anywhere by now. You've taken so many crazy turns. Still, you won't let up for a second that you're lost. Still, you don't let up for a second that you're lost. You've made each turn with decisive conviction. He's still following you, but now he is having trouble keeping up. He's out of breath, struggling with a foul smell. Can't say you're enjoying it much either, but you can't let on the fact that what you're doing now is anything other than the most casual routine for you. Another bite of candy flesh, followed by a sip of feisty cherry coke. It's delicious. Just the Salvatore glands going. You know what I mean? Bump bump right there. Something I did notice when I thought I was recording was this process of snacks while I'm playing a game. Generally comes off a bit easier in first-person games. Or, not first-person games, but like action-packed games, I guess. Like, I suppose I could probably play a, I forget what the name of the guy is, but like, I could play Detroit Become Human while snacking and recording at the same time. But stuff like this that is very text-heavy and requires me to talk a lot would probably be... I kind of have to halt the gameplay and video to eat. Yep, that just... The amazing sweet flavor of that candy flesh is just destroyed by the tyrant that is feisty cherry Diet Coke. Also, that has 3 prefixes for Coke. Like you do this every day, just a quick jaunt through the sewer to hit up this vast mythical trove of meat products. Okay, when you put it that way, maybe this is all a bit insane. Still, you're in too deep to second guess yourself now. Hey, I gotta stop and rest. Can't lie, I'm starving for a heavenly frankfurter, but this might be too much for me. I don't think I'm cut out for this. You pause and look back. He's sitting down now, slumping against a filthy sewer wall. You're intensely relieved to see you may have just won this impromptu game of sewer hot dog chicken. But more importantly than that, this looks like an ideal time to show some sympathy and have a bonding moment with your would-be friend. You sit next to him with your broken arm, put a hand on his knee in a platonic but deeply understanding way. Your arm hurts when you do this, but it's worth it. Every little gesture counts when making a new friend. I kind of suck. My this is gone. I don't have any skills. Most people think I'm weird for liking hot dogs so much. I'm probably just going to get cold. I'm not good at going on adventures or doing anything hard. All I'm good at is finding an easy meal here and there, however I can get it. Like talking people out of their fine sausages using tricks or other ploys which end up losing me friends. It's been unthinkable that anyone would actually do anything nice for me, or would want me to have that sweet, sweet meat I desire. At least it was unthinkable up until now. Your heart begins to race. Could it be? Is this shitty improvised sewer escapade actually working? You can't believe it. Nobody's ever done so much. I worked so hard to try to get my hands on another magnificent banger. Sorry for being emotional, but like, this is new for me. I don't know how to handle it. I'm just so grateful. I'd be thrilled to call you a friend, man. Wherever you are. You're overjoyed. Unbelievable! It's almost too good to be true. Why now? It's such a sudden turn of good fortune, you hardly know what to do. Should you hug the guy? Last time that didn't go so well, but this time he's not holding a hot dog for you to clumsily defile, so maybe this is your moment. Wait. What was that? A deep rumbling sound begins to echo through the tunnels. Oh shit! They found us! It's a drone, dude! I guess on, like, sewer duty? We gotta run. He gets up, grabs your hand, and sprints. He's a lot faster than he looks, when motivated to get moving. He turns this way, and that as the rumbling gets closer. But he slips on something, and you both tumble into a river of horrific sludge. Bro, I can't swim, help! Your bad arm finds purchase on the ledge, and though it's very painful, you heroically salvage your friend from the muck with the other arm. He coughs and gasps for breath. You find a nearby ladder, shove him upward until he starts climbing on his own, and follow him. He bursts through a lid on the floor, and you both flop out of the hole, drenched in filth, smelling horrible and completely exhausted. But at least you're safe, you think. Hey man, I want you to know, even though we didn't find the glorious treasure you were leading us to, I'm happy how it all turned out. Maybe I didn't need hot dogs in my life as much as I thought. Maybe it's not the real treasure after all. It's been a journey for me, let me tell you. I'm learning so much about myself, about life, because of you. His bushy hair is slicked back from his eyes due to the sludge. He's giving you a penetrating, soulful gaze of presumably pure friendship. Or is it even deeper than that? Wow, this is intense. Then something catches your eye. Just above him, something dangling. Lots of dangling things, actually. Come to think of it, it's really cold in here. Freezing, in fact. You finally realize, holy shit, you're in a weird alien meat locker. You're absolutely surrounded by dangling meat products, including many sausages. Thousands of them. You begin to sob. Oh. Your sobbing soon turns to unrestrained wailing of raw catharsis. He joins you, and the tears flow freely from you both. You embrace each other and let it all out. Suddenly it hits you, both of you. This is by far the happiest day of your life. Meet heaven. And that, my friends, my compatriots, my gals, my guys, my girls, my boys, my dear audience, viewers, friends, lovers. No, not lovers. I'm single for life. Is friendsim. Hiveswap friendsim. This is one of the more intense ones. They almost gets into a romantic area, but nah. It tries its damnedest to hammer home the point this is just friendship. Some of them get into areas like this. But although this will probably be a short one, I feel like it's going to be a short one. That'll be the entire video. I'm going to just go straight into recording the next one. So you guys may not see the next one for a while, but it'll be up eventually. So, it's been so long since I recorded, I completely forgot my outro, so I'll catch you around.